Hey guys, it's your girl K did come back out to you one more time. So right now I'm at the allergy doctor. I want to say this is like the fifth or sixth. At this point, I don't know. I lost count already, and I just started a couple weeks ago. Um, y'all know I was a week. I was like 2 weeks off because of KK getting sick. So I'm like 2 weeks behind technically, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. So this week, KK school emailed me and told me that they couldn't close down. Like I wasn't sure if it closed down this year or next year, but she's gonna be closed down this year in the fall. So the last day of school is gonna be early June. Who? Oh, I'm coming. So they called me in, guys. So I'm gonna see y'all. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna be a little struggle. KK gonna be switching to school again. I feel like she's been to so many schools, and it's crazy. I don't know. Ah, Lord, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take my shots now, guys. So I'll see you when I come out. Okay? I don't like editing these videos. We'll see what happens. I hate when I have to have a break in the video like that because I have to edit. This is me being lazy, but I have to edit now. So it is what it is. I feel like when I'm doing a video, I'm always touching my face. I'm trying to stop doing that. Um, yeah, so I said they upped my dosage today. So they upped my dosage today. And arms are kind of itchy. I made her put the spray. And this time, for the first time, she put on lotion. I think I have to wait 30 minutes, but I usually wait like an hour until everything is done. Usually I take, if you don't know, for my allergy shots, I take a pill last night. Take a pill in the morning, and I'm supposed to bring my EpiPen, which I didn't bring today. I'm forgetting. On Monday I was going to keep it in the stroller, but I just didn't want it to get lost because I bring the stroller to church, and I know I have a stroller with me, and I didn't want to leave it there. And EpiPens are expensive, and I didn't pay for it. My insurance did, but I didn't want to have to pay for it out of pocket in case I needed it. So yeah, so that's what's going on. My hair needs to be brushed out, combed out. Not combed out. I didn't even press it last night. I just kind of brushed it out and went. I'm not gonna lie. I love this. This hairstyle is just easy. It just was like it's hard to maintain. I'm like, honestly, I'm home all the time, but when I do it, most time I'm going to church, I press it. But just last night I didn't. I didn't have the time. So yeah, KK school is closing. I'm so upset. And the teacher, I called today, and they said they found out literally the same day we found out, which was 2 days ago, and they didn't tell them in advance. I'm like, that's crazy. How y'all tell people, oh, we're not going to be open next year? Hope that's okay and fine with you. Like, how you do that? Like, sorry. I'm trying to hold y'all up really with this pen. I'm really trying to hold you up with this. It's crazy. Let's see if that could work. Anyway, it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna hold it up here and you see me. Okay, you here. I don't know. Y'all can't see me properly. Lord. Mess express. Last night church was really good. The choir sounded amazing. But yeah. So what else happened? I'm just so disappointed that her school is closing. I mean, when I take the staff at her school, is amazing. It's freaking amazing. I think she said because it's a small school, that's why they end up closing. That's the only school that's closing in the network. I'm so upset. But honestly, in the network that the schools are in, everybody I know who goes to her kind of school, the staff are amazing. Like the teacher, the principal knows everybody. Usually in all those schools that she go to in the network. So I'm like, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a good experience at the next school. This school is excellent. It's so much change for KK, and not even her, for all the kids, because first the panoramic, and that was like some kids' first time going to school, and KK's always been in the school setting, so I think it's easier, but it's a lot. She's gonna have to make new friends. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of changes for her and the other students at her school. I'm like, damn, again, another change, another problem. But it is what it is. Things have to happen. Things happen for a reason. And I don't know if you know, right now, Katani goes to school every day late. I'm trying to work on getting her early sometimes she get there early, but for the past couple of weeks, we've been late more than early, right? And I was thinking, because I really want to move, and I'm like, I don't want to move too far, and then it'll be a struggle to get her up in the morning, because it already is a struggle to get her up in the morning, right? So now I think like God must be doing what He does, because I didn't want to switch. I want to move this year, but I wanted to say, I was like, I gotta stay nearby until she at least graduate from this school before I can, do what I gotta do. But now, they're closing down the school. If I move this year, because they're gonna be in a new school in August, I'm not gonna feel any way, because why? Um, I could move and not stress out of how I'm gonna get to the school. So, um, they said they're gonna help us basically get into other schools that you want to go into. We have to make like decisions of what school we want our child to go. And I know some options near my house, or near close enough, I guess. But I'm gonna do it based on where I'm actually gonna live. Because this is the thing too. KK has some friends, and I want her to stay with the friends. Because most people are probably gonna go to the nearest school, the closest one nearby. Because most of the students live nearby in that neighborhood. So I don't want it to be too far, but most of the kids probably gonna be, I want it to be. The thing about it, also, I love my neighborhood. Like, when I say that the neighborhood I live in, I love it. I freaking love it. It's gonna be sad to leave this neighborhood, but it's safer for me to leave this neighborhood, which I don't have a problem with. So I love my neighborhood. Um, but I also want Kiki to stay with some people at least a couple of people she know. In her school, it's only one first grade class. I started out with two, and they ended up putting it into one. And right now she has 3 teachers in her class for that one class. And the class, it's probably like 20 something students in the class, but they have 3 teachers. I think also because there's a teacher shortage, so that's why it's a problem. Because they had 2 classes, they used to have, I think 2 teachers left, 2 teachers moved, whatever, so it's been a lot. But usually for her school, it's usually 2 teachers per class, but because the class is usually smaller also, because before they merged her classes together, it was 13 kids, and they had 2 teachers for that class. So the regular numbers for her school is 2 teachers per classroom. So at least 2 teachers and up, depending on how much kids are in the class. Because they have 20-something kids, they have 3 teachers. That's why they have it like that. And they still say they have a teacher shortage. I'm like, girl, y'all don't. Compared to other schools, y'all don't. So that's what's going on so far with that. And what else is happening? There's just a lot of stuff going on. Like, it's just I say so much stuff. So much stuff. And I'm like, damn, this thing is hurting my ear. This mask is really hurting my ear. Oof. I like the adjustable ones, because I'm going to the doctor's office. I just wore this. I feel like it's, more protected or whatever. But it's just like, I'm going to take a nap after this video. But it's just like, there's so much. So I got to think about where we're going to live, what school she's going to go to. I'm probably going to ask for the parents what school they plan to send their kids at, to see if Katani could stay with some of her friends. I don't want her to be, when I grew up, when I was younger, I went to school with the same amount of kids. You would think we was in a small town. I live in New York City. I live in a big city, And we have a lot of people here, but because I live in the neighborhood, most people I went to school with, elementary, junior high school, and high school, it was the same people. Honestly, most of the numbers we had was elementary school and junior high school. I had the most amount of people that I knew from like the school before. In high school, a lot of people went from my junior high school to my high school, but it wasn't as much as, because high school is much different. You pick a major, everybody have different majors, stuff like that. But a lot of people from my junior high school went to my high school too. Like, I knew these people for years, like years. I want Katania to have that experience, and it seems like she's not going to have that. But I think with social media and getting people's phone numbers, stuff like that, it's definitely going to help. The school I pick, I really wanted to be in a place that I'm going to be happy and have a good neighborhood and, things like that. I know there's a school near my house I went to the other day, like last year, but I think it's a junior high school. I don't think it's an elementary school. I don't know. We'll definitely see. You can definitely see, and I'm just excited for the new adventure we're about to have, and yeah, so If it's, oh, she said that train. That might work too. I don't know. We could see. I don't know. But we're going to definitely see what works for us and how this is going to go for our family, you know? So, anyway, guys, thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. I hope this is slow enough talking for you guys. And yeah. Oof, guys. So, let me tell you the story time. Since I'm already here and I'm going to edit everything, right? I could put everything in one. So, it was last year. When does the pandemic start? 2020. So, I always wanted to try like dating sites. Everybody goes on those things all the time, and I'm like, what? Like, you know, I never really got into the dating thing. I think people also in who I know, like, all right. I never been like set up on a blind date before. I just never done certain things. I'm very Christian. Um, yeah, so it's just like, it's weird. I don't know how people do it. Like, I see it on TV. I'm like, if people do it in real life, but apparently some people are doing it. So I don't know. And so I was like, let me just try these dating sites, right? I tried OkCupid, and I tried Facebook. I didn't actually meet up anybody on Facebook, but I met two people from OkCupid. At this time, I was trying to, try something different. Somebody was like, you should try Saudi race, you should try out this. I was like, I'm trying to try my race other than somebody who's a black person who's Jamaican, you know? I'm really pushing that. I'm not just going to a person who's not Jamaican. I'm going to a person who doesn't even look like me and not Jamaican. I was doing a lot. So I did that. So I got some white man. One guy was Jewish, and the other guy is from Russia. And then the Jewish guy was very cool, actually. The guy from Russia was interesting. So I got on a date, whatever, right? I don't know what they call it. Is that a date? I don't know. We met up one time, and I put pictures of my like this kind of pictures, and I put full body pictures so people could know what I look like, right? And I feel like when you don't do that full body picture and you just show your face, people don't really know what you look like. But I put everything, and I saw him in person. He saw me in person, whatever, and he had to touch my leg. It was just very weird. And we talked about different things. We talked about race, like we probably should talk on a date. But we talked about that, like, oh, he said it was his first time talking to a black girl, basically. And I was like, it was my first time talking to a white guy. I was like, he said, oh, I like thick girls, stuff like that. He just touched my leg. I'm like, it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. That's how far away. It didn't go like, crazy. When he touched my hand. It's like almost, probably it was weird. And I didn't realize, like, he was like touching me to like, people say, I would say like an animal. I don't want to say he touched me like an animal. But he wasn't petting my head or nothing. But it's just like, he touched my arm, touched my leg. It's like, he said, I think he said I didn't look like my pictures. Like, he said I looked like my pictures, but I didn't look. I think probably I look smaller in pictures than I did in real life, couldn't be because I put the same exact pictures that I did from Facebook on Twitter. Those were recent pictures. If you see me on Facebook most of the time, I'm always posting. No problem. I'm literally always posting, so my stuff is usually up to date. I don't have old stuff unless I share old memories, right? That's the only thing you can say about that. He's touching me like I'm almost like, he's like, yeah, I like thick girls, touching my leg, touching my arm. It was just like, it wasn't in a sexual way. It was just like almost like he's petting me or touching me. Like, I don't know. It was a weird experience. We talked about race a lot. He's like, yeah, I date a Spanish girl, a black girl. He's like, I love black girls. It was just like, it's just a lot. It's really a lot. He said it doesn't matter what color they are. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to try something different, something new. Because I'm very honest. And sometimes my honesty doesn't work for me. Because people don't like honesty. People say they want honesty, but they don't like honesty. So, but that was my dating experience, really. I don't could really call it a date, but, my experience with some man. What else? And the Jewish guy was really nice. He met me in a Jewish area. I should have known. But he was very nice. He was Dunkin' Donuts together. I was talking for like probably an hour or hour and a half. He brought me my food and I was eating and we was talking. This was obviously before Corona, so no mask or nothing like that. And I was just like, that was basically it. Like, We just talked, and we talked some more on WhatsApp, but then we kind of fizzled out. It wasn't really nothing. We just talked about different stuff. I talked about her religion. Like, I talk about a lot of different stuff. What bothered me a lot, that he's a mama's boy. I was like, oof, oof. I'm very picky-ish in that aspect of stuff. I don't know. That's my experience. If you got this far, put a blue heart and a happy face down below so I know that you saw the story time. And I didn't even know I was gonna do this today. I'm a person who don't practice things ahead of time. I just say what's on my mind because I'm so just genuine and just truthful. I just say anything on my mind and I just say it, and I just post it. I don't care because it's like, this is my truth. You can't stop me from that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being wonderful, and I love you guys. Bye. Also, I'm sorry. I said bye, and obviously I came back. I think I look cute, with that makeup not on. Just saying, it's look cute. That's the point. What dating sites have you used and was successful in? Tell me down below, okay? Yes, now bye.